Hey, I just got done with a personal Happy New Year's message on my personal Facebook, and I said, why not? When I come to RP, do one last live stream for the year. I'm in New York City. I just passed the New York Times printing facility on the 678, whatever this is called, the Van Wyck, headed towards I just got off the Whitestone Bridge, headed into Queens, and yeah, so I wanted to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Thanks for everyone out there in our Real Progressives land for stopping by my live streams, whether they be here on YouTube. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button all over there. Sorry, this is going to be a little distracted because the traffic is a little bit heavy. I wish I could show you. I think it would be a little too dangerous to unmount the camera, wave it around while I'm driving and talking and shifting this car. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm just outside of Flushing. Flushing is over to my left. I can see the USTA National Tennis Center, Corona Field Park, the 1968 World's Fair Globe, Mets Field Stadium, things like that. So, yeah, again, thanks to everyone who was part of the Real Progressives. I'm not going to say movement quite yet, but because Real Progressives, we're not the movement. We're here to support the movement and help build it up in any way possible. It just happens to be a few of us took to the live stream video thing, and it just kind of took off. So here we are. But hey, happy New Year, Linda. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone at RP. I wanted to thank them for having me join the team, first of all. It was quite an honor, quite unexpected. I think some of you know my story. I wrote an article back in May predicting that Donald Trump would win, and someone from RP caught that and posted it on RP's page. I didn't really know who RP was, but I was told that was a very successful post. And then many months later, after writing a few Medium articles, which I was getting unhappy about because it seemed like Medium was trying to bury my stuff just because I had an anti-Hillary slant. And even though what I was writing was factual and fairly analytical and true, I just never got any traction there. So I kind of gave up. I said, I'll try this live stream. I'll be very uncomfortable in front of the camera because I'm actually kind of an introvert. And also, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm actually a professional photographer on the side. So photographers don't like being photographed for the most part, and we certainly don't like being on video. So for me to do that is kind of crazy, right? So I think I can take off my sunglasses actually. Hey Rona, hey Sean. Yeah, I'm driving safe. I'm a professional at this. I can actually talk on the phone have the roof down, have a conversation, and shift all at the same time. So I'm pretty good at all of that stuff. I will have to get off soon because I'm going to meet my friend not at the usual place at the house, but in Jackson Heights. So it's a little bumpy here. Well, I thought they had finished working on the Van Wyck. Guess not. Alright, so anyway, to complete my story, I took to the live streams, and then RP noticed me again that many months later. So here I am. I just want to thank the team at RP. You guys know who you are. Steve, obviously. People, who I know and I don't know. I've actually never met anyone at RP yet in person, but I'm gonna meet them January 20th in DC, because that's when we're gonna do Occupy inauguration thing. And if any of you want to come to Occupy inauguration, please let us know. Either message us personally, or try to. Hey, Mindy. Yeah, Mindy's one of our key people here. So I'm gonna get off here because actually I passed my friend's exit like a while ago. I guess the GPS doesn't really beep at me when I'm like online. So man, it's like I'm almost in Brooklyn. I don't want to be in Brooklyn. If you're somebody from Queens, like, you just hate going to Brooklyn because it's like the traffic is terrible, and there's no highways. I don't know. I really don't like being in Brooklyn. So I'm gonna turn this sucker around actually. But yeah. So Mindy's a core person here. She handles the look and feel, for our graphics. That banner that I usually have. Brooklyn rocks. I know Brooklyn rocks. It's just I'm a Queens kind of guy, so it's really hard to get down there. Like I live in most of the time I live in Boston, and people who live in Boston never go to Cambridge, and vice versa. So it's a similar thing. I don't know if you know about that, but you just don't go across the river, as they say in Boston, but the Charles River. And with Queens and Brooklyn, I mean, it's so hard to get from one to the other, right? I mean, like, you have to like go on a train and like go into Manhattan. That's ridiculous. Or you have to like navigate the Jackie Robinson Parkway. Forget it. No way, man. I'm not gonna do that. I'm totally like cutting everyone off here because, hey, I can do that. I'm from out of town, so. Oh yeah, that was a nice move. So Mindy, she handles the graphics and she does a great job with that. Steve, all of you know Steve. We have my partner in crime in the media department, C. We have C hasn't like streamed as of much lately, but I'm sure that'll change soon. And because he's just really tied up with like back-end media stuff. In addition to being a live streamer, and I'll just mention myself because I'm kind of partnered with C, and also Kia. Kia had an accident, I understand, some time ago, so she's been kind of physically in not well, so I think she'll come back hopefully soon. But I understand she's really talented, and she's also with me on media. And see, in addition to being a live streamer, which does fall under the purview of media, I'm kind of tasked with like technology stuff, and that's why I have all the crazy videos on YouTube that are kind of pushing the envelope. And whenever you see a live stream that fails, it's like, that's me, because I don't know what I'm doing, right? And so I'm trying to make all that stuff work. It's kind of fun. We have Kimberly. Kimberly's an awesome streamer. She's running for Congress in her district in Virginia. I highly support you check out her streams. She's very well spoken. She has an interesting life in terms of, she's obviously like a educated person and intelligent and smart, but she lives on a farm, and it's pretty rural where she lives. Even the downtown area which she goes to, which seems to like take her an hour or something to get to. I don't quite understand it, but so she has that duality in her life. And then, yeah, we just have a lot of members that you don't see, in addition to Mindy, and we have past members too. And a lot of what I do today is based on what they did before, and I really thank them. And some of they drop out. People drop out of things for various reasons. Some of them may come back, some may not. Who knows? That's life. But I think I'm feeling really good about RP in general. It's a great platform we've got on Facebook. We're building out, other channels, and I'm kind of the guy that keeps pushing. Someone needs to live stream from on their bike commute. Oh man. I remember the first time I used to ride bikes like 24/7, 365, and before I got into cars, and I was really a good biker. Like, I would bike through 2 feet of snow, no problem. But then I got a car, and I didn't drive for like years. And then I took a trip to San Francisco in 2014, and I rented a bicycle. And that was the first year I had a smartphone. I resisted that long. I had a BlackBerry for a very long time, and then I had one of these iPhones, and I used my iPhone as a GPS while I was riding a bicycle. And I got the front tire stuck into a trolley track, and it just flipped like right over, bang. And miraculously I was okay. My iPhone wasn't damaged, thank God. No, I'm just kidding. But I really jammed my elbow pretty hard, and what ended up happening was I injured my shoulder for about like, I didn't have full extension of my shoulder for like 2 years, and that really sucked. But yeah, so I'm much more comfortable live streaming while I'm driving, even through New York traffic, than live streaming on a bicycle. So, alright, I know I'm just kind of rambling. I just wanted to wish everyone Happy New Year. I'm pretty much at my destination, and just that one last stream. I have a lot of content I'm developing, whether it's foreign policy and Syria, Russia, Turkey, blah blah blah, Donald Trump. Very interested to see what Donald Trump will do in the coming year. Will he be the complete, will I regret being such an anti-Hillary partisan last year, or will this be the opportunity that all of us take advantage of, right? And I'm hoping it's the latter. I'm hoping that the pessimism of my self-identified liberal Democrat true blue voter friends turns out to be unnecessary. So, and I hope that they will come join us. Not to get too political here, but personally for me, there is something I'm very concerned about as a real progressive here. And I'm not talking real progressive trademark, but just as a progressive person. And I believe in 2018, 2020, the real threat to getting, well, especially the White House, but maybe even on a Senate level, is the real threat to green, as Ray points out, or progressive candidates is ourselves, and a small contingent, not exactly a small contingent, but I'm talking about Pantsuit Nation. And Pantsuit Nation, they did not get what they want this year, and they are pissed. They are so pissed. I mean, it's like you can just feel it. You can just feel it when you visit the group. They're 4 million strong. They're growing like crazy. And although there was, the mourning period went on for quite a long time. Yeah, 2018 midterm elections, we're gonna make it happen. But Lauren, I'm just talking about Pantsuit Nation, and they didn't get what they want, and what they wanted was a female president, right? If the Democrats don't deliver a female candidate for president in 2020, it's going to be a non-starter, and so it has to be somebody like Elizabeth Warren or Tulsi Gabbard. And I don't know, there might be a real schism between the Pantsuit Nation and the rest of the progressive left. That's what I'm really worried about. So, and in addition to that, the infighting that we have amongst the left, purity tests and all that aside, I mean, overall, we have to join with, people on the so-called right, people that we perceive as right, but actually we just don't know. We don't know their experiences. I think there's two, interviews that I'm thinking of that are very good examples of like how to do it. And one was on here a couple of nights ago, and the other was on TYT Politics, when they sort of did their destruction of the middle class tour or whatever. And they interviewed, a well-spoken redneck guy, and he had the accent and everything, and a trucker cap, but he knew the realities that were around him, and he knew the systemic problems, and he spoke very well about it. He admitted, there are elements of racism, xenophobia, and sexism, but that's not really the phenomenon. And I think that's something that a lot of liberals just don't want to admit. Now, the other example that was a positive example of this is Steve's interview with I forget what is his name. Steve is Eric Brown. He's not like one of the leading developers or proponents of MMT, on modern monetary theory, which I speak very little of because I don't know much about it. But what this guy was saying is, I spent a lot of time in the chat rooms, in the forums, debating people, from the right, from a Keynesian point of view or whatever, the arguments of austerity, balanced budgets, those types of things. Yeah, Warren no, Tulsi yes, but I'm still green. Yeah, I pretty much agree with you, Rona. Or Turner. Yeah, could be. We'll see. Now, so this Eric character, I thought he had a really great presentation. He knows what works and doesn't works when it comes to presenting your frame, your argument to people who definitely do not share your perspective. And I thought that was really helpful. This is a lesson that I learned very slowly over the election. At first, I was extremely combative. Any opportunity to bash Hillary, I took it, and I hit her hard. I grabbed all the alt-right memes that I could that were funny and like vicious and posted them, and I still kind of enjoy them, to be honest. But it's just, I'm sorry, I like that kind of stuff, but I can be politically incorrect. I'm Asian, so I can play Asian card. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we need to do. Reach out. I don't know. I'm scared of Pantsuit Nation. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know what they're going to do with me. So I belong to that group, but I'm afraid to post anything. I think I'll just get banned as soon as they like click me and like see my like Trump cover photo, like drinking cereal and a bowl of cereal with liberal tears in it. It's like they're gonna ban me for life, right? So, all right, guys, time to check out. Time to like go do pre-New Year's Eve prep and stuff. Yeah, thanks guys. Just do one scroll up. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. It's wow. Seems like I should just like get on here and BS instead of like prepare for a week for a talk and be all boring and stuff. Maybe I should just be my bullshitty self. No, I'm just kidding. So, I'm a serious guy. I wouldn't do that. So, all right. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe this evening. Take all the necessary precautions and don't overdo it, because we got a lot to do to finish up in 2017. Right. I'm going to take on the establishment. I'm going to do a lot of live streaming. I'm going to do a lot of occupying and things of that nature. So, shall we begin? All right. Happy New Year, everyone. Talk to you in 2017.